Hey guys, welcome back to the final part of Mega Man 3. And we're in the obligatory boss rush stage, so let's get this started. We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh, you didn't do some catchy fast forwarding to some...
Oh, you'll see.
Yay!
For the boss. That takes...
Because Lester totally didn't rip off me.
No. Other people do this in their playthroughs too. In fact, I did in my X2 playthrough.
The only person I can think of other than me and Lester that's done this is Clement. Because every other freaking Mega Man playthrough I see, they don't normally speed through it. I'm like, why?
With mine, I actually usually just don't list out what Robot Masters go to each segment where you're going to fight, if it's not like a linear path.
And in the end, it also depends on how quickly the fight goes when you use their weakness, if you decide to use the weakness for the rematch. And if you know they're dead in 3 hits, there's no real point in speeding it up because you won't even see the battle at all. Which
is usually why I don't speed up if it's the classic 8-bit games, but after that it usually takes longer, so I will speed it up.
Because their weaknesses aren't as effective in the later games, yeah.
Very
well,
true.
not seeing the battle, that sounds like a good deal to me.
But here
Saves
we go.
time and money.
We gotta fight all these guys again. Oh, in case you guys
So,
the
what am I
this
listening
is
to?
Hawkeye's theme from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Actually, I had this file sitting in my computer for quite some time. Actually, really fits for this kind of montage.
Magnets.
I'm waiting to hear a comment from somebody.
Science. How's that?
Good enough.
Good.
No, I was more expecting something from Marley going, "Hey, Ken, this is how you make a montage."
Volume balance!
Yeah.
Doing it right.
Yeah. Doing it right in all my videos, yeah.
Marley, is
Kinda
your sister gonna walk in and say, duh, to the Magnet Man sticking?
Yes.
Sean, you don't
I
have
brought
to
that
sit-
up, didn't I?
So, Sean, you don't have enough
Yes, you
to
did.
boss rush again. How do you feel?
Wait, what? You got cut out.
So, Sean, how do you feel about not having to sit through a long boss rush again like you did with Marley's?
It was more entertaining with Marley.
Well, I imagine so. We're just breezing through this, but that's kind of expected when it's going 3 times speed. But this also kind of shows off some of the extra weaknesses, like Shadow Man being weak to his own weapons, such like that. But
Did a Metal Man.
yeah,
Well, that's the thing, because in Mega Man 3 onwards, I believe each Robot Master's own weapon does a substantial amount of damage to them.
and if not, at least one of them does. But the one thing I wanted to bring up for a while now is a lot of the weapons in Mega Man 3 are very similar to the weapons in 2. That's what I've been noticing, and I know there's other reviewers pointing it out too.
Dude.
One of the biggest cases is the Shadow Blades pretty much being the Mega Blades? No, the Metal Blades. So,
And the Search Snake basically being bubble-led but more useful.
yeah, exactly.
True.
But yeah,
Though
go
the
ahead and
problem
fight
is
Wily.
they're mostly projectile weapons, which means there's not much variety to be seen.
Yeah. So, both forms of Wily here are weak to the hard knuckle. I would only use it on the first one because it's easy to hit him with.
Spark shots vapes them easily.
Well, so does this. Watch. 3 hits or
Nope.
4 hits actually, and
Spark
he's
shots
dead.
don't matter.
And then the second phase, I
It
just
didn't even get to the middle of the screen.
Exactly. The second phase, you can do the same thing, but just use Rush Jet because you'll be able to hit him faster and more accurately with this thing. Especially
I
because of the
actually
free
didn't
control.
think to use Rush Jet. I kind of got under him and spammed him with the Shadow Blade, which is rather handy.
That's why
It was awesome because you shot him like a cannon.
Yes, because I shot him skyward with the Shadow Blade. That's right.
I did that my first time playing, but I kept on getting hit, so I found that to be a little easier just to
the
dodge.
spikes!
So, yep, beat Wily.
Alright, well, that's the end. We're good.
Fooled you.
Enough to play through. Marley get to Mega Man. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Spring.
Yep, fake.
Extra hidden boss battle.
Whoosh.
This is what they usually do, you know?
Give you all the
Please,
stuff.
surprise box being a surprise box. Please at all.
Really?
I think they stopped doing that around 6, didn't they? The surprise boss battle at the end.
They might have, but I would have to check.
I really don't remember. It was either 5 or 6 that stopped doing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 5.
Boo.
Run, little Mega Man, run!
Now it's time for quite possibly the easiest final boss in Mega Man history.
Yeah, this thing goes out pretty dang fast, especially with
It's Optimus Prime!
So yeah, you can either wait for this hand to appear to try to attack you and climb it, or just use Rush Coil.
I just used Shadow Blades.
I just use the hard knuckle.
But that's the thing though, because its hand doesn't appear until the second form.
Well, actually it has to, because how else are you gonna get up here without Rush Coil?
Magic.
Or Rush Jet?
Ooh.
So yeah, you can go ahead and use, I think, Snake Search on this guy as well, but just use the top spin because literally just takes him out 2 hits if you get it right.
Oh, he did.
That was underwhelming.
Pirouette to win.
You might as well have sped that one up too.
It kind of felt like I did, but why would you need to for a final boss?
Because Wily just got smashed.
Stop spelling Wily wrong.
Dr. Wily, where is he?
At least I'm not spelling him as Dr. Willy.
Willy.
We'll wait until we get to Mega Man 7.
Oh, exactly.
Lay off, lay off, lay off, lay off, lay off, lay off,
Oh
lay
no,
off,
it's
lay
Dr.
off,
Willy.
lay off, lay off, lay off, lay off.
Translators.
Wave my arms around
I
frantically.
wonder who brought you here. I don't know. The whistle, the silhouette of the character we've been fighting a couple times.
The concept of science.
Minus that, Proto Man.
This
Brother.
super sciencey, overwhelming-ish.
Science overwhelming.
What? Dr. Wright, what is this? We never
The
heard
opposite of Dr. No, clearly.
Yeah, this is the one thing, because of the scene, they go ahead and show you all the robots that Light created, starting with the Robot Masters of the first game, to roll Mega Man and Proto Man.
because they never did this in the first game.
And they didn't do it in the second, so I was like, we'll make up for it, put it in the third game.
No, I'm pretty sure they did it in the second one.
I
freaking love this
knew
world.
half the Ice Climbers was a robot.
Well, the thing is, they showed the Robot Masters for that game, but not for the first game's Robot Masters, that's what I mean. They didn't do a recap of theirs. Just for their game.
Former assistant to Dr. Wright.
Are you sure it's not Dr. No?
Yes.
You sure it's not Dr. Douche?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he gets worse.
Is
Hey.
that Wily Saucer in the background?
Oh, what the?
Hint, hint, prelude, say
Now,
no more science
Marty,
cats.
you have no time to be delaying it. You need to get the Mega Man 4 now.
Well, we're still
Well,
waiting
I
on
need
CD.
to where the Wily was. So shut up, Ken, and just be bloody patient, you goose.
Well, we're still waiting on Sonic CD, so we'll wait for Mega Man 4 next.
Exactly. And at the moment, the two things I'm focusing on are Wily Wars and Rayman 2, and I want to get those two finished first.
Why not Rayman 2.3?
Folks, if you haven't guessed by this point, Mega Man 4 is my favorite entry in the entire classic series, so
Then do it!
and it's it.
And yes, so when that comes up next on the League, I am definitely going to make that rather unique and fun and awesome.
And
And
we should
different.
not fight Ken just to spite him. Take that.
Sound compose. Fun bun. There's a Mr.
Fun!
So, yep, that was the end of 3. So, what are your overall opinions on this one, huh?
Science.
Favorite. Either 4th or 5th favorite in the series. I like the Robot Master stages, but then the game sort of falls flat on its face once it reaches the Doc Robot Master portion of the game.
Yeah, it really does.
Then admittedly, Wily Castle was a bit of an underwhelming finish.
True. The best part about the game is the first 8 Robot Master stages.
This
and after
game
that, it does
needs
decline
more
a bit.
polish. This game just does not feel like it's polished as well as it should be.
Well,
But
I mean,
that-
There were
it's
other
still
games
fun
that
to
do
play,
better, that's
but
fine.
admittedly, yes, it could have done with a little more in the fortressness of the fortress.
Capcom.
and more revealing of its plots.
Yeah, I know. The plot wasn't that well explained, but most NES games back in the day were doing
In
got
either
better
version,
starting 4.
in either version, the plot was terribly explained.
It gets better.
Because there were alternate versions of it. You
It gets
don't
better, a
do
lot
this.
better in 4, but that's also because that game was released near the end of the lifespan NES. It was starting when the newer consoles were coming out. They started to work on story more than for some reason. It was a good thing, though.
Amazing, folks. That presents Mega Man 3. Have a nice day.